We're at Psalms 115 and 17. The dead praise not the Most High, neither any that go down into silence. So the dead, when you die, you can't praise the Most High. And no one that have died can praise him anymore. That's why we only have time to praise and give him all the glory as we have breath in these mortal bodies that he's rented to us for a certain dispensation of time. Give him all the praise for everything. That's why going back to Baruch 3 and 4, it says, O power almighty, most high, thou power of Israel, hear now the prayers of the dead Israelites. Dead Israelites. So we know it's not someone that have died and they praying to the Most High. That's a dead state of mind. Like our people that call themselves Gentiles. And they're not. They're really Israelites, but they call themselves Gentiles. They're the dead Israelites. And of their children. Like we were taught that we were Gentiles, that we didn't know. You know what I mean? Which have sinned. Sin is a transgression of the law. 1 John 3 and 4. So they have sinned, transgressed the Most High's laws before the Most High, before thee. And not hearken, not listen unto the voice of thee, their power. There is a personal possessive pronoun showing ownership. The power of Israel. You hear what it said? Thou power of Israel. We have not listened to the Most High's voice, our power, their power. You see it? For the which caused these plagues cleave unto us. The curses came upon us because he told us. Look at Deuteronomy 28 and 15. That's what he told us. Deuteronomy 28 and 15. But it shall come to pass, if thou wilt not hearken, meaning listen, to the voice of the Most High, thy power, your power, your power, your power, and your power only, to observe to do all his commandments. There are his commandments. Not Abraham's, not Isaac's, not Jacob's, but they're the Most High's commandments. His laws. Because see, that's the problem. When we start thinking about, okay, we're going to follow the precepts of men or the ways of man, that's how we get in trouble. That's why I say we got to follow his commandments, his laws, such commandments, which is the Spirit gave me his rules and regulations. We understand that, you know. Don't ride around without paying your registration. See what happens. You got tags that's outdated. 2014. And it's 2015. See what happens. They looking for you. They're going to zoom right in on you.
They just tell you, pull over, say, I got a grace period.
No, when they pull you over, they're going to be like, oh, no, okay, well, I don't like the fact that you haven't paid your registration. Go ahead. You know, I don't like that idea, but go ahead on about your business. You know, don't worry about it. It's all right. No, because that's how they look at the Most High. Right. Whatever they do, all they got to do is go in front of the preacher. You're going to pray for them, then it's forgiven. No matter what they do, because Christ died on the cross for my sins. No, I don't even know if they say sins. But whatever I do wrong. Because if they say sin, you got it. All you do is wait to have, say, do you sin? Oh, everybody have sinned and come short of the glory of the Most High. You got it. What is sin? 1 John 3 and 4. For sin is a transgression of the law. Right? The law. And that's what I like to go what they believe in the New Testament to show them this, that, and the third, and where they going. They can't go nowhere.
But the easy way is grace, and they don't understand grace.
Yeah. No.
Got to bring grace down to them. They don't understand.
Yeah, but grace and mercy, it says, is only to the Israelites.
Right, yeah.
Because we were given the laws. You know, if they don't claim to be Israel, they Gentile, it wasn't given to the Gentiles. He said the Gentiles sacrifice the devils and not to the Most High. And they don't want to be no Gentile once you take them to 1 Corinthians 10, 20, and 21. They read that, I'm like, whoa, you're a Gentile now? No, I ain't no Gentile. I got to find out what I am. But I don't want to be no Gentile. I mean, you got them anywhere you want to go, anywhere they want to go, but it's just a matter of cornering them up and have them say certain things. And you say, okay, well, here it is right here. You don't want to do that. That's right. So here we are, man. Deuteronomy 28:15. But it shall come to pass that thou wilt not hearken unto the voice of the Most High thy power, to observe to do all his commandments and his statutes, which I command thee this day, that all these curses shall come upon thee and overtake thee. These are curses that will come upon us and overtake us, man. But see, we sitting around thinking that it's all right. Look at verse 45. I mean, I'm going to go over these curses one day, just go through them and let you see exactly that this only applies to us. Deuteronomy 28:45. Moreover, all these curses shall come upon thee and shall pursue thee and overtake thee till thou be destroyed, because thou hearkenest not unto the voice of the Most High thy power, to keep his commandments and his statutes which he commanded thee. That's why it says the dead Israelites' prayer is saying these plagues cleave unto us. That's these curses. Because we ain't want to hearken to the voice of the Most High and do his rules and regulations, his laws, statutes, commandments. Verse 47. Because thou servest not the Most High thy power with joyfulness and with gladness of heart for the abundance of all things. See? That's why we caught up in these curses, these plagues that's cleaving unto us, man. So we don't want to follow what he says, so get Ezekiel 7:24. Ezekiel 7:24. You don't want to follow me? So the Most High said, okay, I got something for you. Ezekiel 7:24. Most High said this, wherefore I will bring the worst of the heathen. He said, I'm going to bring the worst of the heathen, and they shall possess their houses. I will also make the pomp of the strong to cease, and their holy places shall be defiled. And that happened, man. Antiochus Epiphanes he did a hell of a job, man, in defiling our temple, man. Destruction cometh, and they shall seek peace, and there shall be none. Why? Because we didn't hearken to the voice of the Most High. So how you think you're going to make it out of destruction that Hamashiach is coming back to judge and make war if you don't come back to the law, statutes, commandments of the Most High and have faith in the Hamashiach Yahushua, who's coming to judge and make war, going to the Most High on our behalf? Other than that, you might as well say, I'm going to make it by myself. You're not going to make it by yourself. You're going to have the Most High, Hamashiach Yahushua. So he sent the worst of the heathen against us. So it's a reason why he sent him, and it's the last captivity we have to serve. Get Ezekiel 35. And we're going to read from 1 to 6. Moreover, the word of the Most High came unto me, saying, Son of man, set thy face against Mount Seir. And that's the land that the Most High gave to the Edomites, who are the so-called Caucasian people, our fraternal twin brother, and prophesy against it, and say unto it, Thus say the Most High power, Behold, O Mount Seir, I am against thee, and I will stretch out mine hand against thee, and I will make thee most desolate. Now we got to prove that Mount Seir represents Edom, because it didn't say Edom, did it? But see, you're supposed to know by the time you get to the prophets who it's talking about. Go to Genesis, the 36th chapter. Verse 1. Now these are the generations of Esau, who is Edom, which means red. Edom means red, because they're the red people. Because their blood shows forth through their skin. Verse 9. Because we're looking for who is this Mount Seir that's talking about in Ezekiel 35. And these are the generations of Esau, the father of the Edomites. As a nation, so-called Caucasians are called the Edomites in Mount Seir. So now that you know Edom represents Mount Seir, now when we go back to Ezekiel 35, now you know that Mount Seir represents the Edomites, the so-called white man. It says, Ezekiel 35:2, O son of man, set thy face against Mount Seir, against the Edomites, and prophesy against it, and say unto it, Thus said the Most High power, Behold, O Mount Seir, O Edomites, I am against thee, and I will stretch out mine hand against thee, and I will make thee most desolate. I will lay thy cities waste, and thou shalt be desolate, and thou shalt know that I am the Most High. and not them. Remember they have said, we're going to be as the Most High. They're going to know that he is the Most High and not them. Why? Verse 5, because thou hast had a perpetual hatred and have shed the blood of the children of Israel by the force of the sword in the time of their calamity, in the time that their iniquity had an end. Got to see what's going on here, y'all. The time that our iniquity had an end, they coming down with a sword, man, to try and kill us. Just you seeing it now. It's just going to escalate more and more. Verse 6, therefore, as I live, said the Most High Power, I will prepare thee unto blood, and blood shall pursue thee. Since thou hast not hated blood, even blood shall pursue thee. Amos 9 and 8. The Most High know what he's doing. Better hear the word of the Most High. Amos 9 and 8. Behold, the eyes of the Most High Power of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob are upon the sinful kingdom, and I will destroy it from off the face of the earth. See? He said it's going to be most desolate. His eyes are upon the sinful kingdom. How we know about the eyes of the Most High? What do we know about the eyes of the Most High?
10,000 times brighter.
10,000 times brighter. So where is it at? That's the main thing. So you know that it's 10,000 times brighter than the sun. So how do we prove it to someone that his eyes are 10,000 times brighter than the sun? That's why I say, people say, okay, I heard that scripture before, I heard that before, but where is it at? This is the main objective that you're looking at. Okay, put something beside that scripture, say, these are the eyes of the Most High, 10,000 times brighter than the sun. Ecclesiasticus in the Apocrypha 23 and 19. Such a man only feareth the eyes of men, and knoweth not that the eyes of the Most High are 10,000 times brighter than the sun, beholding all the ways of men, and considering the most secret parts, the things that we do in secret. He sees it, because his eyes are 10,000 times brighter than the sun. Another one, Ecclesiasticus 17, 15, and 19 and 20. Ecclesiastes 17 and 15. Their ways are ever before him, and shall not be hid from his eyes, because his eyes are 10,000 times brighter than the sun. Verse 19. Therefore all their works are as the sun before him. But remember, his eyes are what? 10,000 times brighter than one sun. Therefore all their ways are as the sun before him, and their eyes are continually upon their ways. And his eyes, are continually upon their ways. None of their unrighteous deeds are hid from him, but all their sins are before the Most High. See? All their sins are before the Most High. That's why you got to see this. Why he say going to destroy them from off the face of the earth? Lamentations 4:22. Lamentations 4:22. Y'all with me? Y'all all right on the conference call?
All right.
Okay, Lamentations 4:22. The punishment of thine iniquity is accomplished, O daughter of Zion, the children of Israel. The punishment of our iniquity, of breaking the Most High's laws, is accomplished, O daughter of Zion, who are the children of Israel. Okay, now, how do you prove Zion is Israel? O daughter of Zion. Because they can say, oh, that's talking about the Jewish people in Israel, the Zionists. But who is the daughter? Who represents Zion? How do we prove who Zion is? Now, these are things that I've been over a few times. There you go. What is it? That's right. Come on. Let's get it. Isaiah 51 and 16. That's right. Come on, you old bucks. Y'all supposed to be having this like bam. That's right. It's scary, man, when I see that. It's like, wow. Last shall be first. First shall be last. Y'all better recognize, man. Isaiah 51:16. And I have put my words in thy mouth. We've proven who Zion is. And I have covered thee in the shadow of mine hand, that I may plant the heavens and lay the foundations of the earth, and say unto Zion, thou art my people. So the daughters of Zion are the 12 tribes of Israel. Very good. Going back to Lamentations 4:22. And that's what this is all about, y'all. That's why I say you got to take notes, so whenever a question come up, you will look at your notes, even if you don't know by memory. You can look at your notes and find it. This is very important. Lamentations 4:22. The punishment of thine iniquity is accomplished, O daughter of Zion, O 12 tribes of Israel. He will no more carry thee away into captivity. So they can't be talking about the time that Jeremiah is in captivity. Because look at us, man. We didn't come from 1492, the Renaissance period, to here. You know what I mean? The Greeks had us in captivity. The Romans had us in captivity. Then we come over here to Americas, to the Western Hemisphere. Before that, 1492, when they came over here and took the indigenous Israelites, the 9 tribes that was here, into captivity on slave ships. Then they came and got the Negroid tribes over from Africa, West Africa, coast of West Africa to America. That hadn't happened. So now, this applies to us now. We're not in the Babylonian captivity, are we? We're not in the Persian Media captivity. That already happened. The Greeks already ruled. Then they changed the name to the Romans. Then we had the Byzantine Empire. Then we had the Renaissance period when the Edomites came back into power. When they came into power, they came here and started enslaving the indigenous people that was in the Western Hemisphere. Then they came and got us approximately like, 16, 19, something like that, you know. All of us went into captivity, slavery, and bondage. So it says, our captivity, he will not carry thee away into captivity. See? He ain't carrying us away into captivity. We scattered among all these nations, man. When we fell in 70 AD, the same thing happened. When we was in Jerusalem, we were scattered among all the nations. Same thing he did in 1492, man, until today. This is the captivity that we're in now. Say he ain't going to never carry us away. This is the last captivity we got to serve. What are you going to do next? He will visit thine iniquity, O daughter of Edom. He will discover thy sins. Why? 2 Ezra 6 and 9. Why I say Edom and don't say anyone else? This is why. 2 Ezra 6 and 9. Well, we start at 7. Then answered I and said, what shall be the parting asunder of the times? 2 Ezra 6 and 7. What can be the parting asunder of the times? I mean, the times we're in to the times that's going to come after this world that we're in now. Or when shall be the end of the first, this world that we're in now, and the beginning of it that followeth? He asked the question. And he said unto me, from Abraham unto Isaac, when Jacob and Esau were born, going all the way back to Genesis 25:19 down. In verse 25 it said Esau was born first. Came out red and hairy all over like a hairy garment. Then Jacob came out, and they didn't describe him because he was normal. It says, verse 8, and he said unto me, from Abraham unto Isaac, when Jacob and Esau were born of him, Jacob's hand held first the heel of Esau, because they were fighting in the womb. For Esau is the end of the world, and Jacob is the beginning of it that followeth. See? So it says, that's why he says, he said in verse Lamentations 4:22, he will visit thine iniquity, the wickedness of the Edomites, O daughter of Edom. He will discover thy sins. He will discover their sins. That's why we're going back to Amos 9 and 8. He's going to discover the things that they have done wrong. Amos 9 and 8. Behold, the eyes of the Most High Power which are 10,000 times brighter than the sun, are upon the sinful kingdom. Then we're going to discover the sins of the Edomites. His eyes are upon the sinful kingdom, and I will destroy it from off the face of the earth. I'm going to destroy it from off the face of the earth. The sinful kingdom of America. Saving that I will not utterly destroy the house of Jacob. He's not going to utterly destroy the house of Jacob, said the Most High. For lo, I will command and I will sift the house of Israel among all nations. That's why it says we are scattered among all these nations. And he's going to gather us from all these nations. Like as corn is sifted in the sea, yet shall not the least, which is the 1/3, grain fall upon the earth. So the 1/3 of us that's come back to his law, statutes, and commandments, going to be gathered with the Mashiach Yahushua to meet him in the air as he destroyed this place, man. Look what it said. All the sinners of my people shall die by the sword, which say the evil shall not overtake nor prevent us. So who are they saying? They say the Most High ain't going to do nothing to us. That's what they're saying. Amos 45:7. That's what they're saying. The Most High can't do nothing to me. Isaiah 45:7. I form the light and create darkness. I make peace and create evil. Who do this? I, the Most High, do all these things. So they saying, hey, the Most High ain't going to do nothing to me. He say all the sinners, all the ones that break his rules and regulations, his laws, they going to die. That's what he's saying. That's why we got to be in tune with him, man. I mean, it's very important to know him and to know that this is all about him. Ezekiel 24:6. Ezekiel 24:6. Wherefore thus said the Most High Power, woe to the bloody city. Woe means destruction to the bloody city. To the pot whose scum is therein. And whose scum is not gone out of it. Because it's all wickedness here, man. That's why the Most High said it's like a pot of scum. Nasty, whatever you can mix that's nasty, filthy, McNasty, all rolled together in a pot. Bring it out piece by piece. Let no lot fall upon it, man. So we got to bring down this kingdom. Like Jeremiah 1:10. He told Jeremiah, that's what we doing, man. That's Israelites. Those in the spirit, Jeremiah 1:10. See, I have this day set thee over the nations and over the kingdoms to root out wickedness and to pull down the wickedness and to destroy the wickedness and to throw down the wickedness, to build our nation up, and to plant this word in our people's minds that they can realize that we got a kingdom that's promised to us. We got to repent and come back to the law, statutes, commandments of the Most High before it's too late. Before we be part of what it is that he said all the sinners of his people going to die. He going to kill them. Look at this place, man. I mean, that's why he said you got to destroy this place. Leviticus 20:13. Tell me this ain't prevalent in America. If a man also lie with mankind as he lieth with a woman, two men lying down together, both of them, the one giving, the one receiving, have committed an abomination. They shall surely be put to death. They shall surely be put to death. Their blood shall be upon them. That's what the Most High said. So now we know that, Romans 1:25. Romans 1:25. Romans 1:25. Who changed the truth of the Most High into a lie? Oh, the Most High, I was born as well. The Most High knows my spirit. He knows how I am. Nah. Who changed the truth of the Most High into a lie and worship and serve the creature more than the Creator, who is blessed forever? Amen. Come on. Come on. You tell me they ain't do that? Here it is right here. They changed the truth of the Most High and the Mashiach Yahushua to that which is a lie. So We can go into the description of a Mashiach Yahushua, who was a black man when he walked the earth, so-called black man, I might say. And he said in John 14:8. It's what the Most High, through a Mashiach Yahushua, and the Spirit is telling us. Philip said unto him, Mashiach Yahushua, show us the Father, and it suffices us. It'll satisfy us. Mashiach Yahushua said unto him, have I been so long with you, and yet have thou not known me, Philip? He that hath seen me hath seen the Father. And how sayest thou, show us the Father, like son? So you see me, you see the Father. Now, Hebrews 7:14 says, for it is evident that our power of Mashiach Yahushua sprang out of Judah. How does Judah look? Jeremiah 14:2, Judah mourneth, and the gates thereof language, they are black unto the ground. Different shades of brown. Point blank, no doubt about it. You read Revelation 1:15, it says, at his feet like a refined brass if it burned in a furnace. Right? So he said, you see me, you see the Father. Go back to Romans 1:26. So they changed. Look, not only that, I got to bring it out. Come on. Let's go some more in this book, this Bible. Holy Bible, right? Look. Who changed the truth of the Most High, the Mashiach Yahushua, to a lie? They worship and serve the creature. It's in the Bible. More than their creator, right? So look at them. I mean, it's right there. Who changed the truth of the Most High into a lie? It is right here. One part of the Bible. Who's that supposed to be, they saying? The Most High. See what it says? Holy Bible. The Holy Bible. Who is that they say? The Most High. Right? Come on, you can't deny that. Until this day, 2015. Romans 1:26. For this cause the Most High gave them up unto vile affections. That's why the Most High going to destroy this place, because of the filth and all the things that they're dealing with that's contrary to his word. For this cause the Most High gave them up to vile affections. For even their women did change the natural use into that which is against nature. I mean, women with women. And likewise also the men, leaving the natural use of the woman, burning their lust one toward another. Men with men, working that which is unseemly, and receiving in themselves that recompense of their error, which was right, or meet, which means right. They err. So all you that say, okay, it's okay, you with them, you receive that type of spirit and say it's okay. Verse 32. Who knowing the judgment of the Most High, we just read it in Leviticus 20:13. That's what he's going to do. That they which commit such things are worthy of death. That's in the New Testament. We just read it. That's the law. Not only do the same, but have pleasure in them that do them. So you have pleasure with them, you got caught up with them, you're going to die too. You say you deserve death too. That's why you got to know who you're dealing with and how you're dealing, because that's why it's important to look at these scriptures and understand what this is saying, so you change. You got to come out of that. To realize, hey, you got to be by yourself. You got to be by yourself. But you have the congregation of Israel to be gathered together continually. We have a spiritual body. You don't have to be dealing with this, man. You're going to destroy this kingdom because of this. The wickedness is in this world right now. Jeremiah 10:25. Jeremiah 10:25. Pour out thy fury upon the heathen that know thee not. Remember, we read about it. Wisdom of Solomon 5:7. As for the way of the Most High, and the Mashiach Yahushua, we have not known it. That's written. That's when salvation is coming to Israel. 1/3, mind you. Say, pour out thy fury upon the heathen that know thee not, and upon the families that call not upon thy name. but they have eaten up Jacob. So they eaten up Jacob and devoured him and consumed him and have made his habitation desolate. And that's what the land is crying out, because it's desolate. Because the real, true, ethnic, and biblical 12 tribes of Israel are not in that land. So it's desolate. Even the land cry out to us, man. Talking to us. When we gonna hear? Are we ever gonna hear? And what it's gonna take to wake us up, man? It's already written. Death. Really. I hate to say it, but that's the only time that the Most High got our attention. That's why you look at what Esau going to do. Get Wisdom of Solomon, the 2nd chapter, to show you. It says, for the ungodly, the unrighteous said. Remember, that's for the way of the Most High, he's never going to know it. So they are the ungodly or the unrighteous said, reasoning with themselves, but not aright. They reason among themselves, they have these counsels, but it's not right. Our life is short and tedious. And in the death of a man, there is no remedy. You can't stop death from happening. Neither was there any man known to have returned from the grave. So what's that telling you right there? They said, neither is there any man known to have returned from the grave. What does that tell you point blank? Class, what does that tell you? They said, neither was there any man known to have returned from the grave. This is what the unrighteous or the ungodly said within their heart. But it says not a right. He's telling you the way they think is not right. So what are they saying with that one statement? Neither was there any man known to have returned from the grave. What are they saying? Come on. Huh?
They're anti-Mashiach.
Huh?
They're anti-Mashiach.
They're right. Anti-Mashiach. But why are they anti-Mashiach? From what the scripture's saying.
They ungodly. They unrighteous.
No. More than that. From what he says, that neither was there any man known to have returned from the grave. That would make them anti-Mashiach, but why? Come on, don't take a rocket science to figure this out. This is real easy. You already said it.
Keeping the laws.
No. Mashiach Abshai rose from the grave on the 3rd day. Walked the earth for 40 days. Then ascended to the right hand side of the Most High. Come on now. Remember, I gave you all the clues. Remember, he said, as for the way of the Most High, as for the way of Mashiach Abshai, we have not known it. So they don't believe. They don't believe that he rose from the dead. Like the Sadducees don't believe that. And those spirits are here now. They don't know anything about regeneration, reincarnation. They don't know anything about that. This is what they say. This is the mindset of them. Let's go get right to the point. Get to verse 11. Let our strength be the law of justice, for that which is feeble is found to be nothing worth. And this is where we're at right now. See, let the strength of the law, that's the military, of justice, for that which is feeble is found to be nothing worth. They look at us as nothing, the children of Israel. Therefore, let us lie in wait for the righteous. The children of Israel are the righteous, because he is not for our turn. It's not talking about Christians. It's not talking about anyone else. But it's talking about the Hebrew Israelites. We're not for his turn. This is his turn right now. Remember, Esau is the end of the world. Jacob's beginning with that following. Did we finish that in Ezra 6 and 9? We did finish that? I don't think so. So let's look at that real quick and to make sure that we cover that, because it's very important that you understand that Esau had to be ruling during the end of the world. It says, verse 9, 2 6 and 9, for Esau is the end of the world, and Jacob is the beginning of it that followeth. Okay? So Esau would have to be ruling and have power in the end of the world. And Jacob is the beginning of it that followed, meaning the 12 tribes of Israel are going to be in charge forever and ever and ever after Esau is brought down in rulership. So this is what they're saying. Wisdom of Solomon 2 and 12. Therefore let us lie in wait for the righteous, because he is not for our turn. We're not for his turn. This is his turn right now. And he is clean contrary to our doings. This is the righteous. We're clean contrary to what they're doing. He upbraided us with our offending the law. That's why who is it that's going after them behind not following the laws of the Most High? Hebrew Israelites. The Christians not doing it because they don't believe in the law. They telling people we're not under the law. So ain't them. We the ones that's administrating tell you got to come back to the Most High's laws, statutes, commandments, his rules and regulations. This is talking about us, the Hebrew Israelites. And he is clean contrary to our doing. He upbraided us with our offending the law and objected to our infamy, the transgressings of our education. The way they have brain polluted everybody to have them think that their education is the right education, whether it's in religion or in the schools or whatever. You learn how to be you go to school to learn how to be a good what? Slave, a servant. To work for somebody. Where are corporations at? What education that show you how to have your own corporation? Where everybody's working for you. No. He have everybody in his education system. They don't show you entrepreneurship. They show you how to be a good servant. His educations. He professes to have the knowledge of the Most High. And he calleth himself the child of the Most High. We the children of the Most High. He was made to reprove our thoughts. This is a real Israelite. A righteous man going to reprove their thoughts the way they think. He is grievous unto us, even to behold. They hate to, oh, here he come. Oh, wow. Oh, man, they don't want to see us like they did to Mashiach Yahushua, man. Oh, wow, man. He said it's grievous to them. Just even look at us. Because we were made to reprove their thoughts. He is grievous unto us, even to behold. For his life is not like other men's. His ways are of another fashion. We don't get up every morning and looking out there. You're not supposed to. We're dealing with his ways, the things that he's doing. And if you are, it should vex you. It should not. You shouldn't be happy to be Edomanized, be brain polluted. Your mind, you waking up every morning going out there being him. Remember it says, those that join him are going to fall by the sword. He is grievous unto us, even to behold, verse 15. For his life is not like other men's. His ways are of another fashion. We are esteemed of him as counterfeits. They bunch of phonies. He abstaineth from our ways as from filthiness. See? Come on, they promote all the things that's contrary to the laws of the Most High. They say it's okay. Look at Jerry Springer. Look at all these, what is it? Housewives of Atlanta. And I mean, every time you look around, there's something wicked that they portraying us in doing, man. You know, is that your baby? Well, we're gonna do it. What's that? Murray Popris, whatever his name is. Is it your baby? It's not your baby. They run around. It is your baby. You know, come on, man. They just exploiting us, man. He abstained from our ways as from filthiness. He pronounces the end of the just to be blessed. We got next. Jacob follows Esau's kingdom forever and ever and ever. Jacob being the forefather of the 12 tribes of Israel. He pronounces the end of the just to be blessed and maketh his boast that the Most High is his father. What's the Most High say when he know Israel? Amos 3:1 and 2. You only have I known of all the families of the earth, therefore I will punish you for all your iniquities. It says, here come verse 17. Let us see if his words be true. I gotta hear this. Let us see if his words be true, and let us prove what shall happen in the end of him. What's going to happen to us in the end? For if the just man be the son of the Most High, he will help him. If a Mashiach Yahushua, who's the son of the Most High, he's going to help us. That's what they're saying. This is what they're saying. And deliver him from the hand of his enemies. We were sold to our enemies. He said a just man, a Mashiach Yahushua, going to deliver us from the hand of our enemies. Say, let us examine him with despitefulness and torture. Y'all got to see this. This is what's happening. Like they passing laws, but they don't have to, you don't have the habeas corpus is done away with. Take you off the scene, no trial. You don't know where they are. That's why we got to have a relationship with the Most High, man. This is what they're going to do. Let us examine him with despitefulness and torture, that we may know his meekness and prove his patience. If you still going to have faith and believe in the Most High. Let us condemn him with a shameful death, man. Condemn it with a shameful death. Like they tried, like when they, that's why they killed themselves in the last stance in 70 AD in the Masada, man, because they didn't want them to come and defile their bodies, man, men with men and so forth. That's a shameful death. That's a real shameful death, man. Let's condemn him with a shameful death. For by his own sayings he shall be respected. Such things did they imagine, such things they did imagine and were deceived, for their own wickedness hath blinded them. See, they deceived in what they plan on doing. Their own wickedness blinded them. As for the mysteries of the Most High, the secrets of the Most High, they knew them not. Once again, there it is. Go right along with Wisdom of Solomon 5 and 7. As for the way of the Most High, the Mashiach, we have not known it. As for the mysteries of the Most High, they knew them not. Neither hoped they for the wages of righteousness, nor discerned a reward for blameless souls, man. They finished. That's what they're saying, man. They finished. Now, where you going to be at? It's up to you. You got a choice. That's what's going to happen with the wickedness, the unrighteous. Look at Revelation 8. And 5. Revelation 8 and 5. You got to be in the spirit, man. Continue to pray and ask the Most High to continue to have mercy and grace upon Israel. Revelation 8 and 5. And the angel took the censer and filled it with fire of the altar and cast it into the earth. And there were voices and thunderings and lightnings and an earthquake at this time. And the 7 angels which had the 7 trumpets prepared themselves to sound. Let forth this sound of the trumpets. The first angel sounded, and there followed hail and fire mingled with blood, and they were cast upon the earth. And the third part of trees was burnt up, and all green grass was burnt up. Revelation 7 and 1. And after these things I saw 4 angels standing on the 4 corners of the earth, holding the 4 winds of the earth, that the wind should not blow on the earth. This thermonuclear destruction, as we would know it today. Nor on the sea, nor on any tree. And I saw another angel ascending from the east, having the seal of the living power, Mashiach Yahushua. And he cried with a loud voice to the 4 angels, to whom it was given to hurt the earth and the sea, saying, hurt not the earth, don't hurt the earth, neither the sea, nor the trees, till we have sealed the servants who are the children of Israel, of our power, the Most High, in their foreheads, in our minds. And I heard the number of them which were sealed, and there were sealed 144,000 of all the tribes of the children of Israel. That's 12,000 from each of the tribes of Israel, which make up to 144,000. Let's go back to Revelation 8 and 8. And this is after we're sealed. We can read 7 again because this is after we're sealed. Once he sealed 144,000, which are among the 1/3 of the 12 tribes of Israel, say the first angel sounded, and there followed hail and fire mingled with blood, and they were cast upon the earth. And the third part of trees was burnt up, and all green grass was burnt up. And the second angel sounded, and as it were a great mountain burning with fire was cast into the sea. And the third part of the sea became blood, killing everything in the sea, 1/3 of it. And the third part of the creatures which were in the sea and had life died. And the third part of the ships were destroyed. This prophecy, Zechariah 14 and 12. That's why Israel, just because we have this knowledge, wisdom, understanding, we got to endure to the end. Look at this, Zechariah 14 and 12. And it shall be, and this shall be the plague wherewith the Most High will smite all the people that have fought against Jerusalem. This is going to be the plague of all the people that have fought against the children of Israel, we the children of Israel. Their flesh shall consume away while they stand upon their feet. And their eyes shall consume away in their holes, and their tongues shall consume away in their mouth. That's like that woman in, was that Terminator? She was standing on that fence, and you see her just melt away with that nuclear destruction. Look at some footage of Nagasaki when they dropped the atomic bomb on Nagasaki and Hiroshima. The people, man, they still messed up behind that. 2 Peter 3 and 10. 2 Peter 3 and 10. But the day of the Most High, while Mashiach Yahushua will come as a thief in the night. You ain't going to know when it's coming. In the which the heavens shall pass away with a great noise, and the elements shall melt with fervent heat. Because he's going to burn this baby up. Ain't no water going to be destroying the earth. It's going to be fire. And the elements shall melt with fervent heat. The earth also and the works that are therein shall be burned up. It's going to be burned up. That's why it's important that you see this. Understand that you don't want to be part of this fire that he's going to bring upon this earth, man. Saying then that all these things shall be dissolved, what manner of persons ought ye to be in all holy conversation and righteousness, looking forward and hastening to the coming of the day of the Most High, while Mashiach Yahushua, wherein the heavens being on fire shall be dissolved. Now talk about the fourth dimension now. There are 3 heavens. You got power and authority on the earth, and you got the firmament or the sky, the ozone layer. That's the heaven. It's going to be on fire, man. Galactical battle in the sky and on this earth, man. He's going to burn it up. It says, looking for and hastening unto the coming of the day of the Most High, while Mashiach Yahushua, wherein the heavens being on fire shall be dissolved, and the elements shall melt with fervent heat. So I'm telling you, that's the end result. They're going to melt with fervent heat. 1 Thessalonians 5 and 2. 1 Thessalonians 5 and 2. I mean, this is the New Testament, so why don't they go through these scriptures? 1 Thessalonians 5 and 2. For yourselves know perfectly that the day of the Most High, while Mashiach so cometh as a thief in the night. Just read it to you. For when they shall say peace and safety, oh, we're going to look for peace. When they say peace and safety, then sudden destruction cometh upon them, as travaileth upon a woman with child. It's talking about a woman having a baby. How the contractions are far apart. And then get closer and closer and closer together till the baby's born. And that's how these disasters, you see many a times back in the day, I remember it was a long time before all the destruction that we see now happening close by. Every day almost, you can turn on the news, there's some kind of disaster that's happening somewhere in the world. Every single day. That's what it's saying, going to get closer and closer and closer. It's going to be happening more and more and more and more to see the disasters happening. But they're saying peace and safety and destruction is all around us. as travaileth upon a woman with child, and they shall not escape. But ye, brethren, are not in darkness, meaning we're supposed to be in ignorance. You're not supposed to be ignorant to this fact, that day should overtake you as a thief. Talking about the true Israelites, the 1/3 of the 12 tribes of Israel, especially the 144,000. It's not supposed to catch us off guard. Ain't supposed to catch us like a thief, because you don't know when a thief coming. But you know these prophecies, you're supposed to know and watch the signs and prepare yourself for have the wisdom to know that it's coming, so you prepare yourself for what's getting ready to go down. But ye, brethren, verse 4, are not in darkness, that day should overtake you as a thief. Ye are all the children of light and the children of the day. Only way you're going to be a children of light is do what? Keep the Most High's commandments. Keep his laws, statute, commandments. We are not of the night, nor of darkness. Remember it said, we not for his term. This is his term. Look what it say. We are not of the night, nor of darkness. So look at Isaiah 47. Look at Isaiah 47 chapter. Hold that. We're not of the night, nor of darkness. Now who is this darkness talking about? Why does it say darkness? Isaiah 47 and 1. Come down and sit in the dust, O virgin daughter of Babylon. We already showed you that the daughter of Babylon represents Edom. Sit on the ground, be at a low estate. There is no throne, ain't no power and authority for you, O daughter of the Chaldeans, for thou shalt no more be called tender and delicate. What did he tell Esau, the virgin daughter of Babylon? Verse 5. Say, sit thou silent and get thee into darkness. So we're not supposed to be following the ways of the Edomites that have been told to get into darkness, O daughter of the Chaldeans, because their philosophy and the way they are operating is through the Babylonians. You know, their customs and so forth. O daughter of the Chaldeans, for thou shalt no more be called the lady of kingdoms. They're not going to be called the lady of kingdoms. Listen to what he said. Say, I was wroth with my people. He was wroth with us. I have polluted mine inheritance. For us to be destroyed for lack of knowledge, our minds have been polluted. The Most High said he did this to us because we didn't want to follow him. So he said he's going to give us to the worst of the heathen. He said, I have polluted mine inheritance and given them into thine hand. Remember, he told them first, what? To get thee into darkness. So he polluted our minds by giving us over to them and letting them educate us with their education, with their politics, with their religions and so forth, and their philosophies and lies, and their science. Because that's what got everybody twisted up. You know, they got the German scientists over here from the war. They were always together. They all set up to bring forth wars against each other, but they all support each other to make money, man. It's all about money. I'm talking about the elite, not the ones that's running around here being the puppets for the elite. He said, I was wroth with my people, and I have polluted mine inheritance and given them into thine hand. Thou didst show them no mercy. You see this? Mercy is what? Not getting something you do deserve. They ain't show us no mercy. Upon the ancient hast thou very heavily laid their yoke. Upon the old people they laid their yoke very strong. And here we go again. Verse 10. For thou hast trusted in thy wickedness. Thou hast said, none seeth me. Remember, the eyes of the Most High power are 10,000 times brighter than the sun. But they say, nobody, he don't see me. Thy wisdom and thy knowledge, it hath perverted thee. And thou hast said in thine heart, I am, and none else beside me. That's a very key point. They have said in their heart, I am, and none else beside me. This is what they said in their mind. I am, okay, let's go to the Bible. Let's see. Here they are right here. I am, and none else beside me. Okay? They have said they are I am, right? And it's for you, all those that believe that I am is the Most High, there he is right there. Right? They have said I am, and none else beside me. There it is in the Bible. In their Bible. I mean, they put their pictures here. Look. Here, I mean, you can't deny that. Blind hair, blue-eyed. You know, he's blind hair, blue-eyed right here, right? You see it? Blind hair and blue eyes. They have said, I am, and none else beside me. There they are right there, right? Now, how you have blind hair? How you have blind hair right there? Then you look at the other pictures. The one I just showed. Oh, here go one. And when he grow up, he's a blonde to a brunette. How he changed from a blonde to a brunette? Brown hair. How is that, y'all? Explain to me. Come on now.
Hair dye.
Hair dye? Nah, man, come on. All the rest of them, you'll still. There he is again. Right? Brunette. Brown hair. When he was a child, it was there he is again. Bam. There he is again. How you deny that? But when he was little, he was 12 years old, dealing with the doctors, his hair was blonde. But come on, let's prove this, because they said what? They have said this in Isaiah 47:10. And thou hast said in thine heart and thy mind, I am, and none else beside me. Nobody else did this. Who else did that? Who else painted the picture of themselves? What nation? It wasn't the Japanese, wasn't the Chinese. The Arabs didn't do it. Only the so-called white man did this. The Edomite. He did that until this day. And if you call yourself a Christian, you know Hamashiach Yahushua is a brother. And how you not going to stand against that madness? Come on. Just look at this. Go to John 5:53. Because see, a lot of the problem is people don't see a Mashiach Yahushua in the volume of the book. Okay, we're going to get right to the point. John 8:53. Because they said, there I am and none else beside me, right? You know, I just showed you the pictures. Now it says in John 8:53. Art thou greater than our father Abraham? This is the Jews talking to a Mashiach Yahushua, which is dead, and the prophets are dead. Who makest thou thyself? It's very important. So who are you? Who makest thou thyself? Mashiach Yahushua answered him in verse 58. You can read the whole thing, but I'm going to get right to the point. Mashiach Yahushua said unto them, because they want to know who you say you are. He said, verily, verily, truly, truly, I said to you, before Abraham was, I am. Uh-oh. Bam. What y'all think about that? Because some people say that's the Most High in Exodus 3:14. He said, before Abraham was, I am, what the Jews do. Then took they up stones to cast at him, but Mashiach hid himself and went out of the temple, going through the midst of them, and so passed by. So, when you understand, man, come on. This is spiritual, like I say. When you read Amos 3:6, I believe that's what I want. Amos 3:6. Giving all praise and glory to the Most High, man. It's his wisdom. Amos 3:6. Shall a trumpet be blown in the city, and the people not be afraid? Shall there be evil in the city, and the Most High have not done it? I'm telling you what he's going to do to these cities and eradicate them. Verse 7. Surely the Most High will do nothing, but he revealeth his secret, that's his mysteries,